Hello everyone and welcome to my new episode for WeeX exchange platform out here. Today I'd like to talk to you about the futures trading tutorial step by step for anyone in order to be confident in their actions and have a complete understanding. By the way, if you still got questions, let me know in the comments area. Enjoy yourselves guys, and we're going to take it nicely from there. So the first thing you want to do, you want to make sure you're signed up. And if you want those benefits of, daily sign-in benefits, daily trading rewards, all sorts of volume rewards in their WXT tokens that's, pretty much tradable, and you can convert that or you can just hold it for future discounts on your exchanging journey, you want to use the link in the description area or the link in the comments area to sign up and be part of my team. From there, we take it forward. Once you're signed up, you want to deposit. How do you deposit to be able to trade on the futures market? Well, by the way, let me just quickly say this. No KYC needed. It's free of KYC and it is VPN friendly as well. So keep that in mind. That's very important, guys. Going forward, you want to simply sign up, get access here, click on your portfolio value, and just simply deposit funds in your account. That's possible to be done like this. As you already know, there's many availabilities and many cryptocurrencies you can utilize. Most of the people go by the USDT. A lot of the channels out here, get your address, deposit the cryptos, and once you deposited your cryptos, what you would like to do is get back to your wallet, go to the transfer button right there, and you can transfer basically from your spot into the Futures Pro. This is what we're utilizing, guys, for us to perform trades on the futures market. Futures Pro exchange. It's the updated version. It's the much better outlook. It's the much better choice out there between the futures, which allows you to trade on USDT or USDTC, USDC or USDT, right? So the two versions, including the demo. No, I'm suggesting you to go by the Futures Pro, which is the latest. It's hot, and that's where everyone trades. That's what we are trading as traders too. Futures Pro, that's where we got to move our resources, right? From the spot wallet, simply transfer everything, confirm that, and you're good to go. Now, getting to the Futures Pro platform. We already got our resources right there. It's $70 that sits ready to be traded and to be performed on the market. I like to have a quick approach towards what's happening. They also talk about, a lot of the bonuses, trading tournaments. So you want to make sure to be part of my team and go for those things. Quite available nicely. Going forward, this is the trading dashboard area, folks. This is what you see when you get on the page. I mean, it's Futures Pro, but it's not just for professional traders. It's actually for everyone, even the ones that are trading part-time and they don't have an extreme experienced journey in the trading field. You don't need to be experienced to be able to trade on their platform. It's very, very user-friendly. Again, we're talking about the ability to choose out of a lot of the cryptos out there. Simply on the top right corner, by hovering your cursor above, you're gonna get the ability to search, for example, Ethereum, right? Ethereum or Solana, and then I'm gonna get my Futures Pro. You want to make sure you're selecting from the category of Futures Pro. You're not selecting it from the category of the futures. So you want to go Futures Pro, Solana USDT. Click on that and you're going to be on Solana's page, Solana's cryptocurrency, to be able for you to perform a trade. Then you got yourself the chart at this time. You got yourself the ability to do the indicators. Although for those of you that are looking for trading, I'm definitely suggesting you to utilize a professional charting service such as a TradingView or so, which is total different. However, this place allows you as well to see the price action in the way it is. Now, I've been trading since 2014 full-time, and I'm using a charting service for me to use indicators, to use my bot, to use my, correct settings and all that stuff. However, what matters here is that you have all the details, including the funding rate perspective. This is very important for you guys that don't know about. When you are going for leverage, you have to pay funding fees as well. They're mentioned right there. Now the funding fee is with minus, which means that the people which are in longs are getting paid and the people which are in shorts will pay the funding fee. This is the percentage of the total size of your trade that's going to either be charged or either you're going to get paid at that specific funding time. Only if you cross the funding time at the time it's hit zero on the countdown timer will get charged or will get paid. If you have a trade right now and still 5 hours to go, as you can see, and you're holding it for, I don't know, for an hour, and then you exit, you're not going to pay any funding fees because you have not went through an active trade during the timer hit the 0 time. Very important to be aware about. No one pays funding rates when it trades when there is still time to go, right? Just when the time hits the 0. Beautiful. Be familiar and be aware about it. Let me just, what's happening here with the extension? They brought me up with the extension. I don't want that. Beautiful. It's simple. I mean, look at that. You see the price action here with a chart. You see the live price. We got an order book representation. We got basically the order book people willing to sell. We got the order book people willing to buy. We have basically, with the volume, with a mark in 24 hours low, 24 hours high. This is the 24 hours changes. So all these details that are usually good to be known about. On the right side of the page, you will be able to execute your trades. Open, close. This is the first two things. Limit, market. You also have the ability to do longs and shorts as well, right? So this is very important for you guys that would like to trade. You definitely need to do it correctly and smartly. Now, we also talk about the leverage side, which is on the top right corner. This is the place you go selecting about your leverage. Look at that, folks. You have a leverage up to 200x for Solana. I'm gonna, simply go on a 10x leverage right now, confirm that. And my position is going to be under 10x leverage conditions. I got $70 available right here. There is also the ability to do open and close a trade, but we're not going to close any trade because we don't have anything running, right? So we're going to open up a trade. We have two variables, limit order and market order. These two things are very important because limit order allows you to select the price and you decide on the price, which usually goes in the order book, and you wait for the market to touch your price. And then it's going to get filled and your trade will be live when the market will touch your price. And if you want to buy at the current price, then you just hit the market order. You're not having the capability to decide on the price because it gets you the best price from the order book existing of people willing to sell you Solana. And you just want to go by the amount. You can also change the trading unit to USDT, which is something I'm suggesting you to do. Because this way, let's say you can say, I like to get $35 worth of Solana, and then I'm gonna get that on a 10x leverage, right? So this is going to be giving me a cost. If I'm going by 35, it tells me here in the bottom side. Let me share with you folks where you see the details. Cost, it's going to cost me $3.3 to open that position. That's what's going to be my margin. Very, very small, right? I can increase it a little bit. For example, let's go by the 50 USDT. It's going to cost me $4.95. That's the margin. We're going by, the cross margin mode combined, right? You can also do the isolated margin, or you can go to cross margin mode. Two different things. What does it mean? Let me share with you. The isolated margin means that specific margin you dedicate to this trade will be isolated from any other trade, and will be isolated from your wallet, and it will be blocked in this trade, right? So you isolate it towards this trade. You dedicate it to this trade. You can't use that margin in many other positions you would like to open. When you go cross, you can use that collateral, that margin, in your other positions as well. So the same margin can be utilized in multiple positions. Of course, this can mean multiple, volatility issues. It means that you're exposing yourself to bigger risks when you are overexposing when you do cross. But at the same time, when you go cross, your entire margin of your futures portfolio will be utilized. Of your futures pro portfolio will be utilized when you go cross. That's going to be kept in consideration and we'll calculate the liquidation price. When it's isolated, not your entire futures pro wallet is considered of a liquidation price, and it's just what you dedicated as a margin to that trade. So I'm going to be on the isolated right now. This is the safest option, the easiest to go about it, and the nicest way to touch it. If you change to isolated, you have to decide on the long leverage, but you can also decide on the short leverage, totally separated. You want to make sure when you change the assets, you want to make sure you have the correct leverage selected. It might remain from an asset to the other, and you might not want that, right? So beautiful. We're going by isolated. We're going we can do an example here, a limit order, right? It's $162 at the price section. What if I want to buy this crypto when the price is $150? Then I'm going to set the limit price to $150. And then just simply put a, $50 as an amount. It also tells me the liquidation price for long, liquidation price for short, if I open up this trade very nicely prior to open up the trade, which means if I long and the price goes to 130 from 162, I'm going to lose my margin. My margin is mentioned, right now we're running on 20x leverage. I'm going to get back to this 10x. Put this on 10x. We changed the margin mode from cross to isolated, and you see how the leverage changes as well. From 10 we used to set it up, it went to 20. So we're putting it back to 10. What happens? We got basically at a price of 150, and I get my position. Now my liquidation price for long, I'm going to get liquidated if the price is going to $122. It's less than what was earlier because now we have a small leverage. We were having 20x, now we got 10x. Obviously, you are having a better margin, so you are having a liquidation price which is further away from you. The costs of this trade as a margin will be $4.55, right? It's mentioned right there. We can already set our take profit or stop loss from here. When we long, we can already set it from here, or we can set it afterwards. I'm going to set it afterwards. I don't have to set it from the beginning. Open long, confirm. We'll also get all the details here. We can cancel. Liquidation price is very important to be aware about, and used margin as well, right? So when you're isolated, the only thing you can get liquidated is the used margin. You can also exit out of your position earlier. You don't have to be liquidated, but I'm just telling you exactly how this works. Confirm. And now we have a limit order set at $150. You see that on the chart as well. You also see it in the open orders here, which is waiting to be filled. It has not been filled because the price didn't touch this one. So we gotta wait. We're gonna cancel. Of course, I'm gonna wait through this video for hours and days. We're gonna cancel that one, get back to our positions here, and make sure we are going to do a market order to see how does a live trade looks like. We're gonna set here a $50 open long, confirm, and there you go. We got all the details about a trade represented on the platform with a position. It's the total size. Our margin, which is $4.88. It's an isolated trade. It's nice. We can adjust the leverage, right, which is very important. You get your average entry liquidation price as well, 146, which means if the price action is going to 146, 147, I'm going to get my margin that has been dedicated to this trade liquidated. Entirely going to lose that. And that's pretty much it that I care about. Now, of course, I can add more margin to this position, increase or reduce. For example, I can add an extra $10 margin to my position. Now I got $14 margin, which means right now I'm offering more room for the market. If it wants to go down and I still want to hold my position, I don't want to sell, there's more room between my liquidation and the price action. It's located at $113 right now. If I add more margin, look at how my 113 goes lower. For example, let's put another 25 increase margin. It's $29 right now, the liquidation price, because I have a lot of the room for this trade to go down, and I'm not going to hit the liquidation price with that. Right, so I actually allow myself so much volatility in this crypto and this trade that it has to go down on, Solana's case scenario to $30 to get liquidated, which is amazing because I added more margin to my position. Now I can click on the same plus letter here and reduce the margin, right? I can reduce the margin with everything that I added extra on top of my initial one when I opened the trade. I can never reduce a margin out of the initial margin when I opened the trade. That is not possible to be reduced, in other words. So you can only reduce whatever you added additionally, like I did earlier. And that's my 35 USDT, confirming, and we're good to go. We're back to 4.88 on the margin side. Amazing. You see your unrealized P&L, your return of, rate. and the ability here to deal with this services as well, such as the reverse. So you can reverse from this long into short, automatically jump into the short with the same position, with the same conditions of leverage, with the same everything. You can market close, which means you're going to close your trade automatically, just like, simple close with a limit order. The close is with a limit order, folks. You need to select the price. You can either click on the number from the order book, right? Click on the price from the order book and it adds it over there automatically. You can just write it over here. Let's say I want to sell it at 175. And 100%, if you click on the total value, you can also go by 50% of your order and just hit a close. Right, I'm going to have a limit order set on 175. That's how you set a limit order when you want to close at a different price than you are. You don't want to do a market close. A market close, it just sells it automatically at the time you are clicking it, and it gets filled up like that. So I put 50% right there. I'm going to put my other 50%, which is remaining, on 185, close, right, and I'm good to go with that. I'm still having 16 dollars here to go around, and I'm going to put it out on 195, and that's it, right? So I got 3 limit orders, and that's where I'm going to sell my Solanas when the market is pumping into this price section, and I'm going to make some great money with that. Now I can go into the open orders, take those out. And what if I would like to set a stop loss, because I don't want to see this cryptocurrency liquidating me at 147, right? You have the TP and the SL, take profit, stop loss. Let's put a stop loss. We have to put a trigger price, which means the price that the stop loss is going to be triggered. It's at 147 liquidation. I'm going to set it at 148. And then I'm going to, take the quantity here and put it entirely, because I want to sell my, entire position. Expected profit will be minus $4.4, right? So I'm going to lose out of my margin dedicated, which is 4.88, 4.4. That's it. Confirm. Confirm. There you go. It's sitting right there in the trigger tab. The same thing happens with a take profit, folks. Sell this one at 210. You either do a limit order like I've shared with you earlier, or you do it this way. 14 bucks profit. Confirm. Confirm. We go to the open orders, trigger, and you will be able to see your both. Close longs. One is the stop loss, the other is the take profit. And you can just cancel them if you no longer need. This is how it works. I'm going to close as a market order right now on my active trade, and that's it. Beautiful. There's nothing left here anymore. We have closed this one out and we're running it smoothly and fine, enjoying it. So that's pretty much how you trade, basically step by step on the Futures Pro platform. This is everything you need to know about it. That's the same way you go about the short, with all the things that it's needed, with the stop losses, with the take profits, with limit orders, market orders, everything that is an importance. I mean, 99% of the times I go by the market order. 99% of the times I go with a stop loss and take profit. Usually I don't set those things from the beginnings. I let it sink in, and then afterwards, I decide on it, right? So once again, folks, get started. Use the link in the description area, in the comments area, sign up, and this is how it works on the platform. Hopefully you have enjoyed this material and you had a great time on it. At the same time, I do have a one-on-one coaching program, education, for those of you that care about. Make sure to check out with all the links in the description and comments area. Enjoy yourselves. There's a lot to speak about it. Have a great time.